Day 18 of the high-profile trial against Hollywood mogul Mark Garrison has just wrapped up, and today's revelations are shocking. Leaked audio recordings of Garrison, previously thought to be only rumors, were released to the public today, detailing disturbing activities that have left many in disbelief. These tapes provide irrefutable evidence that Garrison's crimes are not just limited to sexual abuse. They reveal a network of powerful people involved in what can only be described as a systematic exploitation of others. The trial has taken another...
Then there's also like people that are elites, and that's their thing. Like their thing is to do something that is horrible, and it's not available to other people. So it's like, I think there's like a sickness that people have when they have power, like extreme power, and then well, what else can I do? What else can I do? What else is what else is taboo? What else is forbidden? Like all this Diddy shit that's coming out. Like
I was just gonna say, doesn't that sound topical?
Jesus Christ! The first day of the trial, did you pay attention to any of that stuff? I looked at it for like 10 minutes this morning, and I was like, I gotta stop. I can't look at this.
Well, what freaks me out is the people sitting in the courtroom listening to it.
Right.
And there's a wide spectrum of people that are getting subjected to it, and you just sit there and go,
yeah, well, not only that, how about the fact that this guy was running this for decades? He was doing this for decades to who knows how many fucking people, and everybody was scared to talk about it because he'd have them.
The dramatic turn today with explosive accusations coming from one of the victims, Maria, who had previously been too terrified to speak out. According to her testimony, Garrison subjected her to unspeakable acts of abuse for years. And now, her account, coupled with the newly revealed audio recordings, is providing the public with a detailed look into the world of Hollywood's hidden underground. As if the shocking revelations weren't enough, Garrison's legal team has just filed for a mistrial. They're claiming that
Yeah, it's really wild, man. Evil is a real thing, you know? Nobody wants to believe, because if you believe in the devil, right? If you believe in Satan, you believe in something that's silly. Like most people a lot of people believe in God. If you ask people, do you believe in God? Yeah, well, I'm not religious, but I believe in God. Okay, well, do you believe in the devil? Most people will say no. But do you believe in evil acts? Well, yeah, well, people certainly do evil things. Well, where do you think that comes from? If evil is real, what is it about us that makes us want to deny the possibility that there's some nefarious force that is in human beings, that influences human beings? It's not as simple as like some people are bad, some people are good. No, maybe evil is a real element that you have to fight in life. And that maybe this is just something that's been documented all throughout history, but our arrogance and our secular society wants to keep us from recognizing that as an actual factor.
Maria, the key witness in the case, has lied about her experience in a desperate attempt to get attention and monetary compensation. But despite their efforts to discredit Maria, she bravely returned to the stand today to finish her harrowing testimony. And today, she broke down in front of the jury as she described in excruciating detail.
The third alleged victim, who goes by the pseudonym Jane, was back on the witness stand for her first full day of testimony. The prosecutor played an audio recording for the jury of a hotel night with a male prostitute Jane identified as Dawn. On the recording, Jane and Dawn are looking for a condom, but Combs didn't allow it and can be heard saying, quote, "You're taking that expletive." Now, Jane testified, quote, "I just didn't want to disappoint my lover. He would be unhappy and wouldn't be satisfied with me." Jane went on to tearfully tell the jury about her birthday in 2023 when she said she was made to have sex with 3 different men in addition to Combs. The prosecutor asked why. Jane responded, "I don't know. It had become so routine," and added that she turned robotic. Jane told the jury that after a while, Combs didn't have to directly ask her for these hotel nights. She testified, "I knew it was to be expected." Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges. If convicted, he faces the possibility of life in prison.
The humiliating and degrading acts that Garrison forced her to endure during the infamous Hollywood parties that have been a part of this case. It's clear that there's much more to this trial than we originally thought. What seemed like a case centered around one man's misconduct is now beginning to unravel into a story about a larger, darker system that exploits power for personal gain.
You know, I've had conversations with people about it, and it's like, Jesus, like just trying to get the documents, like when they're trying to get the Epstein files, like the state of New York, one of the district attorneys was they were hiding documents that have forced them to give documents. I think there's so many powerful people that are on those lists. There's so many powerful people that went and partied, air quotes, partied. And how many of them went to the Diddy parties? Have you been paying attention to the trial?
Oh, yeah.
Trials. Wild.
Why don't they air it the same way they aired the coverage that,
Johnny
Johnny Depp got?
I know. Why don't they? I don't know. They should. The ratings would be amazing.
Unreal.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you air that?
What's going to happen, though, you think?
Well, Diddy's going to be in jail for the rest of his life. I think he's probably going to get
Think he's
hit
going to
up.
sing, though?
Garrison is not the only person involved. There are dozens of other high-profile individuals, from directors to political figures, who have all been linked to these horrific events. This is what's so chilling about the whole thing. These people have so much power that they think they can control everything. They believe that because of their wealth and influence, they can get away with anything. And unfortunately, for a long time, they did.
I don't know. I don't even think it matters. I mean, a lot of it is.
But then it's just another Epstein. It's Elaine Maxwell, where
there's
someone indicted and nobody else indicted for getting kids to
right
no
to no one. Right. We're like, what is the next crazy thing that's going to explode in the news? Is Bill Clinton's going to have an OnlyFans? Like, what is going to happen? What is the next thing that's going to make us all go, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on?
It's coming.
How many guys were on video saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party? How many people like openly talked about being there?
LeBron?
Yeah, how Ashton Kutcher, all these people. Like, you guys all went, you didn't see nothing?
And it's impossible to hide the truth any longer. It's so troubling when you realize how much fear has played a part in all of this. Maria testified today that she was trapped in a cycle of abuse, not just from Garrison, but from his associates. She said that over time she became numb to it all. The horrific acts she was forced to endure became routine, and she...
Sean Combs counsel Alexandra Shapiro says some people on the internet think they figured out who Mia is. We got this video, again, that might be used to impeach her credibility. We got this video also from random people on the internet. We don't think this was ever posted on her social media. It was on some random website. Should we show it to you? I got to ask you, I have to move on to this question, Serena. This is quite alarming. How is this possible?
I have no idea how it's possible. And I'm sure Mia is probably, panicking in this moment in time. Like, are people stalking her on the internet, trying to figure out her identity? She testified that she was a victim, essentially. There's rape shield laws that exist to try to protect people in her position. And so this is really getting very nerve-wracking probably for her, and just absurd for the courtroom.
If someone revealed her identity, is that a crime?